Hello friends, welcome to Weathercast. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about Mumbai rains and Mumbai monsoon, especially when are they expected to revive, given that we have been experiencing below normal rains for June. The June month has been relatively dry with not much showers. Especially, we are missing out on those typical heavy showers that at least used to occur once or two times a month. So it is important to look at both short range and long range outlook, given the fact that we only have 10% of water supply. So what is expected for the rest of this monsoon season? That is what I'm going to cover here. These are all unofficial updates, and I request you all to follow IMD for official updates. So first up, what I'll do is I'll just give the outlook and then get into the dynamics. Okay, so I'll give both short-term as well as long-term outlook. So for Mumbai, Thane, Palghar, and Pune, this is the basic area that I'm going to cover. So what I see from the model runs and the other long-range ocean and atmospheric parameters. So what I see is that the good monsoon rains, which means the typical heavy rains that we receive, is likely to revive from July 3rd. This is a rough date with a model error of plus or minus 2. So it could start anywhere, let's say around July 2nd or July 5th. Between that period, we can expect the revival. And heavy rains are likely to occur starting July 3rd because a low pressure is seen in North Bay of Bengal. That will also activate the offshore trough over the west coast and especially close to North Konkan. And combination is usually beneficial for us. This combination of low pressure formation in Bay of Bengal plus the activation of offshore trough and aided by the strong westerlies. So going by this particular subset of synoptic systems, July 1st week rains are very likely to be heavy to very heavy. So I think let us keep a watch on these rains. And this is when the monsoon will revive for Mumbai and the surrounding places. The long-term outlook, there is not much change from what I had posted earlier in April about the general monsoon season. I still expect that July and August would be the wettest months for us because there is a emerging La Nina which is usually beneficial for the southwest monsoon. So during July and August, above normal rains are expected, and overall the monsoon season for Mumbai and surroundings is going to be good, and I can categorize it as normal to slightly above normal. This is again based on the long-term synoptic conditions or the long-term conditions of ocean and atmosphere, wherein we are seeing an emergence of weak La Nina, and also the neutral IOD effects are there, but they won't matter much because La Nina will overpower the effects of IOD. This year is going to be governed by the Pacific Ocean dynamics, is what I feel. And in general, Maharashtra will also score normal rains during the entire monsoon season, and any deficit that we have experienced in June will likely be made up in the other months. This is the long range outlook. So let us get into the dynamics, and this chart is very clearly showing that although Maharashtra has received 27% excess rains for month of June till date, but there are places where either there is a red color which is deficit or green which is normal. So we are seeing some places where there is already some deficit, and Mumbai and Palghar especially fall in that region. The North Konkan belt falls in the deficit region. South Konkan not so much because South Konkan has actually recorded excess rains during the month of June. So why June month was not good for North Konkan? My personal opinion is that the rapid advancement of monsoon currents, or what we also call as monsoon intra-seasonal oscillation (MISO), to North India is the primary reason. So the monsoon currents rapidly advanced to North India, and this is evident from the very early onset throughout the country. So if you looked at the IMD bulletin, monsoon has covered the entire country yesterday. It had covered the country by June 26th, which is approximately 10 days before the normal date of July 8th. July 8th is when the monsoon covers. But this year it has covered already by June 26th. So these currents have actually moved to the North India, and they are settling. They are near the foothills of Himalaya, which usually occurs in July, but this year it has occurred very early. And whenever the monsoon currents go and sit near the foothills of Himalayas, there is a break phase for Mumbai and North Konkan as such, because there is no active system which is present for us. Offshore trough is not at all active during the break phase. So that's why we are going through a break phase, which is likely to continue until July 1st or 2nd. But after that, once that the monsoon currents start shifting down little bit, okay, because the monsoon currents keep oscillating, so they are right now near the foothills. That's why parts of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar are facing very heavy rains, and northeast India is getting very very heavy rains. That is the reason, because the circulation, the monsoon circulation or the monsoon trough is stationed there. So once that monsoon trough moves down, then the monsoon will revive for Bombay. This is the basic understanding that we need about the monsoon systems. So we can all say that this is due to Nisarga, the cyclone Nisarga that formed in June. But that's not simply the reason. The simple reason is that these are all interannual variability of monsoon. Every year the progress of monsoon current is very different. It doesn't have a pattern as such. It's highly variable. So these are the interannual variability. So interannual is every year what is the variability that is present in the monsoon movement. So that is the reason for this kind of situation that has been created for Mumbai, where we didn't get a good rainfall in June. But there is nothing to worry, because if you look at the model outlook, then starting July 2nd, there is a system that is seen forming in the North Bay of Bengal. Okay, so that system will revive a offshore trough, and you can see that the rainfall will slowly start picking up near Mumbai as well as Palghar area, Thane, and also to some extent Pune. And if you go to the next day, third, this Bay of Bengal system is going to get slightly stronger, and offshore trough is also going to get activated with, coupled with strong westerlies. You are going to get some good rains. Okay, that is what is seen. And the other model, which is ECMWF, is also showing a similar kind of a outlook, where there is a system that will form near the North Bay of Bengal, and that will activate the offshore trough, and also that will create a strong westerly surge. And this westerly surge is very important, because that is going to bring in the moisture towards the uh, Mumbai coast. Okay, and by July 5th, this is getting a little bit stronger, and it is going to activate the trough, or it is going to strengthen the trough. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that July first week is looking good, and that's when the monsoon rains will revive, because right now the system is near the foothills of Himalayas currently, even as of today. But as they start moving slowly down, then the monsoon will revive for Mumbai. Okay, and looking at a long-term perspective, the La Nina watch has been issued. So this was issued by the Bureau of Australian Meteorology, where they have issued a La Nina watch. La Nina watch means that there is a likely possibility of the Pacific reaching the La Nina conditions. Okay, so it's not an alert yet; it's only a watch. So it means a 50% chances there that a La Nina will emerge by July or August. That is what it means. Okay, and what is La Nina? We all know that the Central Pacific is cooler and the Western Pacific is warmer. That way, the Walker circulation will strengthen, and these trade winds will bring in lot of will strengthen and bring in a lot of moisture to the Indian Ocean, especially the East Indian Ocean. That is what is the effect of La Nina. So La Nina is good. So that means that we will continuously see systems forming in Bay of Bengal, because the Pacific winds will reach Bay of Bengal, and they will start creating systems in Bay of Bengal along with other ocean dynamics in the local Indian Ocean. So that's why this La Nina emergence is a good sign for monsoon season throughout. So starting from up till September, things are looking good based on at least this outlook. And you can see this is the Nino index. So negative means La Nina conditions, and for the last 2 months, La Nina conditions are getting. It has not evolved into a full-fledged La Nina, but it is showing signs of development of La Nina. This is all showing signs of development of La Nina. La Nina emergence will be confirmed only if this value crosses minus zero point 0.6. Okay, so let us wait for this, but at least this is a good outlook, because it looks like La Nina will emerge. Even if it doesn't emerge, even if it's in a very weak state, that is also good for the southwest monsoon. IOD is neutral because you see that there is not much cooling near Sumatra. Uh, Although the warming is there, but not much cooling. So that's why IOD. So a lot of cooling is needed here to create a positive IOD, which happened last year. This year it is still neutral, and that is also seen from the values that they are just hovering around the threshold value of plus zero point 0.4. But going further, the IOD index is going to reduce to a neutral state. So since the La Nina is important for this year, that's why the effect of neutral IOD will not be seen that much. Okay, so that's why we don't have to worry. So positive IOD is good for Indian monsoon, but La Nina is also good for Indian monsoon. So let's focus on the positive. A neutral IOD is kind of neutral state. Okay, it's not going to do anything good or it's not going to do anything bad. Okay, but in general, neutral IOD is actually good for rains in Northeast India, and that's why I feel like this year Northeast India will end in a very surplus state because the La Nina plus neutral IOD conditions are typically very helpful for Northeast India rains. Okay, so let us watch for that, where Northeast India is likely to end up in a large excess. That's what I feel. All right, so this is again the summary. The short-term outlook is that Mumbai, Thane, Palghar, and Pune, where the rains will monsoon type rains will revive starting July 3rd. Okay, and heavy rains are slated to occur during the July 1st week, like typical Mumbai rains. Okay, long-term outlook is there is nothing to worry as of now. There is a lot of time, and the ocean atmospheric conditions are also looking very favorable for the southwest monsoon because of the emerging La Nina. And IOD is also not going to go into negative. It is neutral. Negative IOD is not good for us, but neutral IOD is okay. It is not going to do any harm or any good. Okay, so neutral IOD is, as the name suggests, it's going to have neutral effect. Okay. In general, Maharashtra will also score normal rains. So that's what I feel. July month is will make up for the loss of any deficit that we have so far. Okay, this is the long-term outlook. So I'll be back with more updates. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends and also subscribe to my channel for more updates on Mumbai rains, Mumbai monsoon, and other monsoon-related updates. All right. Have a good day. Take care.